everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sally. I am in desperate need of some spring cleaning in kind of like all aspects of my life. Genuinely all aspects. I need to clean my closet, I need to declutter my vanity, my makeup space, but most importantly, I need to declutter some books, which is really sad to say because I am a reader, I'm a book collector. I love showing you guys the books that I read, but it has come to a point that I need to unhaul some books. And I love me a good unhaul. There's a lot of books I need to go through, so let's just jump straight in. I am currently sitting on my couch and I have a bunch of books in the back of here, like on this wall, and then some, actually quite a few in this corner. I also have a bookshelf as well as several piles of books surrounding this bookshelf. And so I'm just kind of at like max capacity for how many books I actually have compared to what I'm actually reading, what I'm feeling, and how fast I can read all of these books. Because are they really just taking up space? Is it bringing me joy? I think I'm gonna go through every single book that I have and separate it in 3 piles. Keep, donate, and sell. I like to sell back to my local bookstores because they do buy books and you only get back store credit, but it's better than nothing. However, there are several books that they do not take, such as ARCs, books that are older than like 2003, unless it's like rare, special edition, something like that. Like they tend to only buy new, trendy, viral books that they know are going to sell, which is fair game. Donate, I'm just gonna drop them off at little free libraries or my local thrift store. Okay, so these books don't actually count. These are library books. I've been really into horoscope reading, so gotten a few of those. Ew, don't look at my messy back. I tried to cover it. Airborne, The History of Life We Breathe. Donate. Keep. I really want to read this. I've suddenly grown an appreciation for dark romance after reading Butcher and Blackbird and Lights Out, so really want to dive into this now because I feel like I'm ready for it. Adam and Evie's Matchmaking Tour. I tried to get into the audiobook. I'm going to keep this just so I can give the physical copy another chance because I am super excited about this. From what I've heard so far in the audiobook, it seems really relatable. I just don't know if like the audiobook was thrilling enough, like intriguing enough for me. So I'm still gonna keep the physical just so I can read it in the summer. Literally one of my top favorites of this year, Out of the Woods. So good. Keep, donate, keep, along with the cutie character art. Keep, sell, even though I don't know if they're gonna buy this because it's independently published and they're also pretty picky about that. So I'm gonna try. Donate, keep, currently reading. Now we have like a stack of hardcovers. Oh, that was a close one. Almost lost you guys. Sell, donate, sell. Okay. Ooh, should I make a I don't know yet pile? This is like a paranormal romance. It's really stunning and spectacular. It is book 2 and I haven't read book 1. Donate, sell, keep. I'm so excited for this. I have some pretty cool like character art, and here I'll show you guys this one because this one can be viewed. The other one is pretty spicy. Currently reading Keep. I started this, kind of took a pause. I'm gonna jump back into it soon. Keep. Just bought this. I'm going to keep it. Now I actually have a seating area. Let's go into the back wall. There's gonna be a lot. Keep. I think I want to keep this. Keep. I literally just got this. It's Mia Sheridan's newest book. Keep. Donate. I got this at a little free library and I just picked up a new self-help book yesterday and I already started that one and I'm kind of enjoying it. So I think I'm gonna donate this back just because I'm slowly easing myself into self-help and I don't want to have too many options and overwhelm myself. So I think someone else is gonna enjoy this a lot better. Keep. I think I'm gonna donate this. I got this at a book swap event and I think I was just like really excited. I saw this book in high school. I remember wanting to read it. So it kind of brought back a bit of nostalgia, but I just don't think I'm going to get around to it, at least not anytime soon. So like, I feel like a little free library someone would enjoy this for the spring. Keep, one of my favorites from this year. Keep. I just got this not too long ago. I got this year. It was sent to me, but I feel like someone else would enjoy this a lot more just because I have way too much on my TBR that I just don't think I'm gonna get around to this. So donate. Keep. I started this on audiobook. I'm a little bit confused, I'm not gonna lie, but I think I was distracted. So I might have to start over and re-listen, but keep. Really excited for this. An Arc of Wildfire, absolutely keep. I love me Hannah Grace and this is incredible. I think donate. I also got this. I think I got this at the same book swap. I might have just been a little bit too excited, so this one will have to be donated. Keep. I'm trying to make some progress. I don't know. I feel like I've been saying keep a lot, but I feel like my donate pile is going pretty well. One of my first 5-star reads of this year. Loved it. Donate. I read this year. kind of cute, kind of fun. Ooh, this has been in my collection since 2021. It's been a long time. It's been 4 years. I've never gotten around to it. So, same thing with this. Keep, I love Sarah Adams. Keep, donate. I tried to listen to this on audiobook. I tried to read this. I just don't think it's my cup of tea. I'm gonna have to let her go. Whoa, we did it! We have a nice clean couch, empty couch. We have some things on the floor. I feel like we're making great time. We're moving pretty fast. The purpose of this video is for me to unhaul and really declutter and really focusing on the books that bring me joy, the books that are on my TBR, what I actually want to read, what is in my genre, what are my favorite tropes and things like that. And so if I'm keeping it because the cover's pretty, if I had it for a long time because I heard it was good but I've never gotten around to it, I think someone else is going to enjoy it a lot better than me. So I don't want to give myself like 5 minutes to think about one book. I just want to know my initial thought, first impression, keep, buy, sell, donate, move on. So if you're like, she's going through this really quick, that's why. But I'm gonna try to slow down just so I can talk you guys through my thought process. On the side, I do have a bunch of books that are piling up because when I get a new book, I'll just kind of stack it on here because there's absolutely no more space on my bookshelf. So I feel like kind of a wake-up call to declutter this. Keep. This one's on my TBR and I'm just excited for it. This one was just sent to me, so I'm gonna keep it, but I think it's the second book in the series, so I might have to read the first one to understand this one. I am probably going to keep a lot of these because this is a compilation of like new books that I just got, so I put them on top, as well as my 2024 reads, and I did a big unhaul at the end of last year, so all the books that I didn't like from my 2024 read, I already donated them, so all of these are books that I did enjoy last year, so that's going to be a lot of keep. Perks of being a wallflower. I bought this at my local book sale. It was like 50 cents. I've always thought the movie, like clips that I've seen from it on TikTok were intriguing and funny and emotional, but also like the epitome of being a teenager. So I want to give the book a try. It seems easy to read. An epistolary novel. I learned that word in AP Literature when I was a senior. It just means that a book that includes letters. So I think I'm gonna keep it because I kind of like reading text messages, letters, like social media posts in books, but I don't like to be overwhelmed by it. I just like it when it's like casually put in. Night Shift. I got this as a gift for Christmas a couple years ago from my sister. Read it, loved it, cute. Wattpad. Keeping this one. I read this and I did enjoy it, but I don't know if I'm ever going to reread this. I might have to let her go. Moving on, we have some of my favorites in this pile. So Keep. This is such an amazing book. Last Call at the Local, 5 stars. Great representation of mental health, mental illness, and like navigating life with mental illness. I don't remember this book being in my collection, so I think that says a lot, but I do think it's really cute. So I think I'm gonna have to keep it, even though the point of this video is to declutter. Childhood classic. I'm gonna keep this one. I love the original covers. I know they got a little revamp. It's not my favorite. I think these are so nostalgic, but the cover reminds me of everything about my childhood. I feel like the cover isn't bad. Like, they shouldn't have changed that, but that's my opinion. Moving on. Keep. Fun fact, I won this book in a Goodreads giveaway. Keep. I just got this one. It sounds really interesting as well. Okay, we're gonna go through these pretty quick because these are part of my 2024 reading, or like books that I read in 2024, so they're most likely going to be in my collection still. Keep. Love her. Keep. This one just got sent to me, so keep. This one also just got sent to me recently. Keep. Love-hate relationship with this one. Keep. I thought I got rid of this book. I think it was in my last unhaul, like book cleanup, that I unhauled this, but I think I put it on Pangle Books. It didn't get sold, so I'm just gonna donate it. And sometimes that happens. This book, when I first got it, it came in a cardboard box and there was a piece of tape, adhesive, that was stuck to the book and stuck to the cardboard box. I had to yank it out, and of course, along with that, it ripped some parts of the book, but also this residue that just cannot be removed. And I tried glue gun, and I don't like glue gun, but it wouldn't work for some reason. Keep. I think I'm going to donate these. I am getting into dark romances this year, but I just don't think this is my alley of romance book. At first, I bought them because I thought they were and I wanted to read them. The more that I get into it and start reading it, I just don't think it's my cup of tea, and that's definitely fine because all books are different for everyone. So I'm going to donate these to maybe a local thrift store. I feel like, would it be unhinged to put this in a little free library? So I'm gonna debate back and forth, but I'm gonna donate these. Some other books. Keep. I'm gonna think about this. I feel like some of the essays are helpful to me. Some of it is just like not my kind of self-help book. I feel like it's repetitive. It's not advice that I would take. And I feel like that's probably what a self-help book is like take what you need, leave what doesn't resonate. But I might just keep this. I do think it's a really, really cute book, like a good coffee table book. Two versions of Collide, a phenomenal book, keep. So funny, so witty, so romantic, really good internal dialogue as well. Going back to this book real quick, I used to love Susan Elizabeth Phillips. I read, I want to say at least 20 books from her. She had this Chicago Star series, which is a football romance, a sports romance, and it's still going on to this day, and I read it like starting in high school. I loved her books. I loved her writing, but I kind of stopped reading her in like sophomore year of college, and then I recently tried to get back into her because I saw that she had a new book for that sports series. It's not hitting the same, and I think that just shows that like I have grown as a person. I've grown as a reader. My reading taste has changed, and I hold on to a lot of books that I'm like, oh, I read that before, so I want it in my collection. But I'm kind of like, you read that in high school. Would you reread it now? And it's probably like, I wouldn't. Just some food for thought for me. This is the first book that got me into reading. Like, this was the it girl book. This is why I'm here with a YouTube channel talking about books. This is why I read. This single-handedly pulled me in. I used to never read as a kid, so this was the first book I read in high school. I felt so bored. I was like doom scrolling on my phone all the time. Sorry. My gosh. Is that like the second time in this video? I was doom scrolling all the time on my phone, and so I was like, let me go to the library, see what's new. Like, that single moment was like the best thing that has ever happened to me, because now that's why I read. And I remember pulling this book out of the little library book sale, and they have books from 10 cents to 50 cents, and I read the back, and it was like, good girl, bad boy, he's a rock star, he's in a band, and she's like this bougie, wealthy, rich girl, and she doesn't like him, but he is her best friend, boyfriend's best friend, and so she somewhat has to like him because they're in mutual groups now. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is another Wattpad story but in physical form. So I bought it, and it was the best thing ever. And then this book was a gift to me. It's filled with handwritten notes from my old coworker, my old advisors from college in this place that I used to work. So I treasure this. Now let's get into big monster, the bookshelf, which is funny because we have a little Labubu monster here. I just cleaned the lens, and I think there was a smudge on the lens the whole time. So I'm sorry if you had to watch the beginning of this video with a random smudge mark, but let's get into the top shelf. We have a lot of my series on here. I developed this weird habit where I had organized my bookshelf by series. It's cute, it's collective, it's cohesive, and then I start getting new books, or I pull books out and I don't want to put them to their original spot. I start sticking them throughout like this. They're like slanted. This is like breaking up a series. So it's a bit stressful, but I kind of like the look of it because it feels lived in. These books aren't for decor. Like, this is a bookshelf that I actually use, and these are books that I actually read. The Shatter Me series, I think I'm gonna keep that. I love the little set that I have. Also, this little, oh, I don't want to remove it. This little book nook situation, so cute. This little thing that my cousin got me from Vietnam, it's adorable. We have the Addicted to You series, the Twisted series, and then some few standalones, which I think I'm going to keep, but I'm going to move to a new spot. But I am going to put this back. The Feel the Fire series. Moving on to the second shelf, we have a couple Labubus. I'm just gonna move these trinkets out of the way. Bumble Keep, I just read this month. All of these are by Lyssa Kay Adams, Helen Huang, and Emily Henry, so I'm gonna keep them. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. I'm gonna donate it. I read it in high school, never gravitated towards it again, so I think I can let this one go. But for the most part, I'm gonna keep all of these. Donating this because you guys saw in the beginning that I have the published version, the Good Girls Guide series, which I'm currently listening to this one on audiobook. I think I'm gonna have to let this one go. I don't see myself reading the series. I read the first book. I don't see myself continuing on with it, so I'm gonna let it go. Okay, now we're almost complete. I'm gonna get rid of all of my little calico critters. Keep, I'm seeing Kennedy Ryan next month. I'm over the moon excited. Keep, I have 2 versions of Twisted Hate, yes. I realize these are all hardbacks, which I hadn't realized, but this is the book I'm gonna ask Kennedy Ryan to sign. I'm so excited. We are at the bottom shelf. It's a little bit hard to see both me and the shelf. Donate. I've had this one for way too long. I don't know if I'm gonna get into it. Keep. I'm gonna sell this one. Keep, and keep. Donate, but something that's really cool. I started reading this and I DNF'd it, so that's why I'm donating it. I have a bunch of these letters that are open after page 140, open after page 180, so it's kind of like an interactive experience with the reading. I've opened 3, so I'm just gonna stick this in the front page. Know that it's going to be a great experience. Keep, and donate. We're done! Oh my gosh, this is an empty bookshelf with a mess on the floor. Dude, let me show you. Look at that. Oh my gosh, the mess. I know it's hard to see what pile is what, but trust me, it makes sense in my mind. I just counted everything. I am getting rid of 42 books, which is pretty good. That's almost 50, and almost 50 books is a good dent in my collection. So go me, I'm proud of that. I'm excited to drop these off at Little Free Libraries, drop them off at my thrift store, and then see what I can give back to the local independent bookstores. 50 books is a lot, and I can divide it up to multiple places. I have to figure out a way to put all of these back. It'll probably be a different video, but we did it. We walked through every single book that I have. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to go through my entire book collection. It's a tedious task. It was on my to-do list, but I'm glad I had you guys to keep me company, and I can't wait to give these books a new home, and they're gonna be in a better place than the love that I was giving them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy. Let me know what you want to see next, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Bye.